One of the most memorable tragic events in world history is the Jewish Holocaust. Who would have thought that one of the most memorable books written about these events would be in the form of a comic book? Hi everyone, this is Gretchen Tornabene, English teacher here at Moreau, and I'm going to talk about Art Spiegelman's book Maus. Winner of a Pulitzer Prize in 1992, Art Spiegelman's Maus is part biography, part autobiography, and part historical text, but it often falls into the graphic novel category due to its comic book format. Its lack of genre is actually what makes it the most appealing because the reader is asked to ponder each of these different effects. In short, it is an account of Spiegelman's father Vladek's experience as a Holocaust survivor intermixed with Art's experiences while learning about his father's tale. Spiegelman recorded all of his interviews with his father and includes much of the interview word for word in his story. This gives his father a truly authentic voice. We feel his triumphs along with his pain. In this clip from NPR, Vladek Spiegelman's Art's father is describing the death of Art's Aunt Tasha, his brother Rishu, and his cousins. Much of this interview is included word for word in the book.
As soon as she heard that they killed her uncle and they are going to send over all the town who only is left to Auschwitz-Birkenau, to the gas chamber, she carried always poison. And she said, in the last moment, I will not go to the gas chamber. My children will not go to the gas chamber. So she poisoned the children and herself. Her husband went with the transport to Birkenau, but on the way, he jumped out from the train, wanted to run away, but they killed him when he jumped out. And this, you see, when mother found out about her son and her sister and everybody's gone, she didn't want to live anymore. And she always said, "Why are you pulling me? Let me alone. I don't want to live." I told her, to die is easy, but you have to struggle for life. How long we can, we'll struggle till the last moment, and you have to be with me. I need you, and we'll be together, and you will see that we'll survive.
The book is written in two parts. You can buy each separately or you can buy them in one book. In the first part of his book, My Father Bleeds History, Vladek's story covers the time period when he met his wife Anya, Art's mother, through the birth of their two sons, and follows the family all the way through the German occupation of Poland and his family's experiences during the first part of the war. In order to get the whole story, Part 2 picks up where the last one left off and continues Vladek's story through the end of the war. Wait, I've forgotten to mention perhaps the most intriguing part of the book and where the title comes from. Maus is German for mouse, and all of the characters in the story are depicted as animals. The Jews are mice, the Germans are cats, the Poles are pigs, the Americans are dogs, etc. In an interview with Spiegelman from Nation, he says that his book is created in collaboration with Hitler. Can you imagine anyone wanting to admit to collaborating with Hitler? Because it was Hitler's idea to divvy up the human race into species. Spiegelman says that his mice are invested with personhood and stand up and affirm their humanity. So Spiegelman is reacting to Hitler's racism in a powerful and provocative way. I can promise you that you will not be disappointed by these books. Not only do they challenge you to read in a different way, but they ask you many important questions about the form of literature. The Library Journal states that Maus 1 and Maus 2 are two of the most important works of comic art ever published. I'm not a comic expert, but I do know that ever since my first reading of this book in college, I have looked at graphic novels, memoirs, biographies, autobiographies, histories, whatever you want to call it, with a newfound appreciation. Thanks for listening, and pick up your copy of Maus and Maus 2 in the library.